let's start a new series, Technical Game Wednesdays, where we break down real simple, specific parts and we make it more complex and we go deeper in it than we have before. Look at this view, man, beautiful. So, let's talk about the number close. Let's try to dig a little bit deeper into the number close. But before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice for the modern man. Check out my website and maybe check out the AI bot. I highly recommend the 30-day challenge, and the most recommended is online coaching with myself. So the number close. Now, let's just say you've run your game, right? You've rizzed her up, you've done your best. And it's come to the point where you're about to number close. We're not even going to break down the lead up to it, the premise of why you're getting her number. We're just going to break down specifically the number close. And you get to the point where you need to exchange numbers. Now, you ask for her number. I hope you do anyway. One other way to do this, which I would say would give you a higher probability of getting a solid number, would be, instead of asking for the number specifically, you ask her, how can we keep in touch? Like, how are we going to talk to each other moving forward? How are we going to, do you have any contact info? How are we going to do it? You look a little bit confused. You let her make the decision. And the reason why you try to make her make the decision is because if she says, oh, I've got a phone number, is that okay? You go, yeah, that's fine. She's made the decision. She's decided to give you that particular type of contact information, which we have tested. I have tested, and wings of mine and now clients of mine, we've tested this. That increases the probability of a reply exponentially if she's made the decision. She says to you, oh yeah, I've got a number, I've got WhatsApp, I've got WeChat, I've got Line, I've got Telegram. You want the phone number though. But when she decides and she offers something up, that increases the probability of her replying. It increases the probability of a date, and therefore increases the probability of something moving past the date. Pull, more, etc. Switch over here. This might be a better view. So, we've covered that part. The problem arises when she starts asking you, do you have Instagram? That means she doesn't have enough information on you. That means she's trying to gain more information. She's unsure of you. She hasn't decided. That's usually a bad sign. If she says Snapchat or any sort of social media, she wants to look at your social media. And unless you have a real popping IG with 500,000 followers and you've got some amazing photos traveling the world, then your IG is not really going to cut it, unfortunately. And that's just the fact of the matter here. You're better off, unless you have an amazing Instagram, not sharing that Instagram at all, okay? And that's the majority of men out there. It does take some effort to build a good Instagram. It's not that hard, really. You can do it. You can make an amazing Instagram. But the majority of men, because the competition, there's an Instagram arms race on out there. 5 years ago, even, your Instagram could have been average. These days, you literally do need 100,000 followers or 50,000 followers. You need a lot of amazing content. You need a lot of comments and a lot of people that are really commenting and liking what you're putting out there on Instagram to really guarantee that she's going to be responding to you. The majority of times when she mentions social media, she just wants to check you out and gain another follower, hoping that you become a simp that actually likes and follows and comments on her stuff. So what we want is the number. Sometimes the girl, this is another thing that could go wrong, she will say, give me your number and I'll message you. Now, the probability of her messaging you, if she gives you her phone, and you type your phone number in there, you give it back to her, the probability of her messaging you is 0. Or it's 0.1 0.00001, something like that. It is such a low probability. And I know someone might jump into the comments and say, I did that once, this girl messaged me. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but the likelihood of it happening is almost zero. Now, one technique that you could use if you find yourself in that bad situation is you get her phone in your hand, you type your phone number in, and you quickly call and hang up on yourself so you've got her phone number, then you can text her. Okay, but you're already on the back foot. So if she asks for Instagram, you're on the back foot. You know, it's not just maybe, it's she's leaning towards no, she's looking for any reason to reject you. If she says, look, give me your number, I'll message you, you're already on the back foot as well. So even if you do call yourself and then text her, you're already on the back foot, you're in a bit of trouble already. Just keep that in mind. What you want to be doing to increase the probability of, at least getting a reply, because flaky numbers and ghosting is an epidemic out there, is you need to get her phone number in your phone. It is almost on par with using like a WhatsApp or a WeChat or a Telegram or a Viber, a Signal. Go down the list of apps that people are using for messaging these days. Some are using Facebook Messenger still. But the text, if she is of higher mate value than you, so you've got good game, you're an intermediate or advanced, let's just say, they're rare, you'll be getting her phone number because you don't want her even looking at your profile photo. You don't want her analyzing anything of you moving forward because she can do better. You just want her to judge you on a phone number and your texting and your personality. You want to try to build an emotional connection with her before she can judge you based on your age, your looks, your height, your weight, how wealthy you are. And what she wants to do is be able to judge you and look for a reason to reject you. So if you're punching above and you've got good game, you want to be getting that phone number so that she can judge you based on your personality and your text game. That increases your probability of getting her out on a date. And once you've got her in person, let's just say she looks at you and thinks immediately, yuck, your personality and your game hopefully is on par and he's able to overcome that. And she can realize that you're a cool guy in person. But at the moment, what we're trying to do is we're trying to guarantee that she replies to you and that she turns up on a date. Getting the phone number is the number one way. Second, I would settle for an app, which is still okay. You've got a profile photo there. There's a probability that she might make sure you've got a really good photo to overcome any sort of rejection that might come from that. Make sure you've got a view like this behind you. And you're looking as good as you can. So, that's Technical Game Wednesday. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and also online coaching, highly recommended. Highly recommended. Sign up, fill out the form. It's on the YouTube channel, it's on the website, and get onto online coaching with myself. It's a game changer. I'm probably one of the most experienced out there. There's not many of us left, the old school dudes. See you guys next video.